healing. And the first thing I want to do is I want to do a meditation. So we're going to do a healing prayer for the world meditation. I love everybody's getting comfortable in their chairs, and the world needs your love today. Mentally, emotionally, economically, physically, spiritually. And today, you can send your healing love to Mother Earth, to the world, to the collective human race, to your family, to your friends, to your colleagues and your neighbors, to those you've never met, and to everyone and every being in between. So the intention of today's meditation is to guide you through a little prayer that will help you send healing and loving energy out into the world, so we can collectively shift out of the darkness and live in the light. So let's begin. Let's get comfortable. Relax in your seat. Feel that seat underneath you supporting you. You are safe in this sanctuary. When you settle into your position, close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Exhale completely. Asking the rhythm of your body to just slow down. Feel the coolness of your breath coming in through your nose and the warm exhaling out of your nose or out of your mouth. Feel the rhythm of your breath like waves of the ocean, in and out. Breathing in and out, in and out. Let your body relax a little deeper. And as thoughts come up, just recognize them and let them go. Bring your attention back to the rhythm of your breath, breathing in and out. Feel the warmth inside of you, gathering around your heart space. A soft white light hovering in a sphere, charged with a deep desire to heal. Send your love there, to this sphere of white light, hovering at your heart. Send your compassion, your kindness, your empathy, your healing prayer into this sphere, and see it as it grows, this ball of light. See it as it gets charged with your love. Breathe in, breathe out. This ball of light lives in your heart. And now it's time to give it to the world. So take a deep breath in, getting your whole body and mind and spirit ready to release your light. And as you exhale, imagine this ball of light shining out onto the world around you. Breathe in, breathe out, let it shine. Breathe in, breathe out. White, beautiful, shiny light. As you exhale, imagine that this ball of light shining out into the world around you is you, and let your light shine on your family. We think of our family. And now think of friends. Think of your neighbors. Think of your countrymen and countrywomen. Think of world beings. Continue to see yourself shining your light brighter and brighter with every breath out as you hear yourself silently say these words. May love heal our world. May we all choose kindness and compassion. May those who are sick heal. May those who are anxious find peace. May those who are in pain be relieved. May those who have light to spread come forth. May those who have darkness in their hearts find love. May the individual and the collective fear be washed away. May the light inside of me radiate out onto the world and every being who's a part of it. As you see your light beaming from you, notice that there's another person to your right whose light is also shining. Notice the person to your left whose light is also beaming. And see that one by one, hundreds, thousands, millions of people are around you, each radiating with their own light source, shining it with healing and love out onto the world. May the light of me and the light inside of all of us together heal our world. Namaste. Come back to the here and the now. So today's talk is called The Power of Faith to Heal. And I have a gift for you at the end of the talk. We have a gift for you. Unity of the West Side has a gift for everybody. So the two words I want you to really hear are power and faith. Power and faith. There's a poem, The Faith to Heal. God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me, guides my way through every moment of this day. I now am wise, I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be through Christ the truth that is in me. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing and quick. God is my all, I know no fear, since God and love and truth are here. Maura Konos wrote to Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity in 1914, to share her gratitude of this poem that had been shared in We Wisdom, which was the children's magazine. This Unity monthly magazine for children, and she was pleased that the children were being helped by those simple lines. Its 1914 publication was its second appearance in We Wisdom, after first appearing in the 1898 issue. Later, the poem was included in Unity song selection. So, Tim, there's a song. Who knew? It's in the Unity.
I know I've heard those
It's
words.
in the Unity hymnal, so maybe next time. It remains popular today, and I have to say, there's two lines in here. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my health, I can't be sick. I find myself saying that line to myself when I'm not feeling well. It remains popular today, perhaps the most recited and beloved prayer by Unity congregations and members, only after the prayer of protection. So today's daily word had to do with zeal, which is another one of our 12 powers. So we all have 12 powers. And the two that I'm going to talk about today, well, zeal is our enthusiasm, our audacity, maybe that's why I like it so much, and our devotion. So zeal is that energy. You can feel zeal. You can feel zeal. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Another one of our 12 powers is power. Our ability of concentration, of self-mastery, of authority over ourselves. And from the revealing word faith, the perceiving power of the mind linked with the power to shape substance. Think about that. The power of your mind and the ability to shape substance. Do you understand when you stand in that power of faith? I want to tell you a story about how I made myself sick. In April, I thought I had a UTI and I thought I had kidney stones. In May, I had a very bad gallbladder attack. And it was probably due to the antibiotics that I got in April. But in March, I had started working on a spiritual principle that was not the truth for me. Do you remember, bless the tyrant? I can't bless the tyrant. I can't bless the tyrant. I cannot curse the tyrant because we know when I curse the tyrant, that curse comes back at me. And we know that if I could only bless the tyrant, bless that Christ consciousness, that would grow. But it was so far out of my belief system that I was making myself sick. And my mentor asked me, what's galling you with those gallstones? What's galling you? Literally, my body was saying, this galls me. That is not for us. My entire being was resistant. And my job was to address it all. I'm responsible for my spiritual growth. So I stopped trying to goad and shame and cajole my spirit into blessing something that I cannot bless. So now, I just don't curse it. It's the best I can do. I also care, but I don't carry others' hurts in my soul to the point of making myself sick. I have to disengage with that energy. And that's not an easy thing to do. It comes up on my phone, on the news, on computer, on TV, on newspapers, on people complaining to me. Did you see what happened today? Just when I'm all zen and stuff, I'll call my sister, who's a big news person. Did you see what happened today? And I say, I think I heard about it. Yeah. How's the kids? How's the granddaughters? And I try to change the subject. I have to care but not carry. And then when I'm called to do something, I can do it. When I'm called in prayer to do something, I will be healthy enough to do it. But when you're working spiritual principles, you need to be aware that chemicalization happens in your body. Chemicalization is when you take something that is so far out of your belief system, and I'm going to give you an example. If you're a person who believes you're poor, and you try saying affirmations about how wealthy you are, you might get tummy aches. You might get headaches. That's how chemicalization works. Because you have to understand it, the spiritual principle, from the core of your being. And if the core of your being says you were poor before and you were poorer now and you are never going to be anything but poor, imagine what trying to convince that body will do to it. I must have faith, and not just a little of it. I must embody my version of truth in faith. Faith is spiritual assurance, the power to do the seemingly impossible. And don't think that I haven't thought about coming back to blessing the tyrant down the line. Right now, I just need to feel better. I need to not push myself into something. Faith is that spiritual assurance. It's a magnetic power that draws unto us our heart's desire from the invisible spiritual substance, from the ethers. Faith is a deep inner knowing that which is sought is already ours for the taking. From Hebrews 11:1, now faith is assurance of things hoped for. A close analysis shows that faith is the foundation of everything that we do. Jesus spoke of a new condition for the upliftment of the human race. He called it the kingdom of heavens. Kingdom of the heavens. He said it must be built on the foundation typified by Peter, the Apostle Peter, who Peter is the rock, and Peter also represents faith. This is proof that faith is closely related to the enduring, firm, unyielding forms of substance. So hear that about shaping substance. If you want more prosperity, cash to come your way, it comes from the ethers. It doesn't come from any check from any one place. It comes from your source. God is my source. The development of faith faculty is a key to spiritual realization. According to your faith, let it be done to you. Can you see places in your life where maybe you didn't have faith in yourself or in something, and then it failed? How could it do anything but? Faith is more than a belief. It's the very substance of that which is believed. It works by love. Thoughts of condemnation, resistance must be released and divine love declared. Then faith will work unhindered. Faith working in spiritual substance accomplishes all things. Faith, the center is in your pineal gland, which is located in the middle of your brain. The center of faith in the body of man. Concentration of thought on this center opens up the mind of man to spiritual faith. Faith. How do we cultivate faith? By studying the experience of Peter the Apostle, representing faith. We obtain suggestions on the development of this faculty. You remember when Peter said 3 times he didn't know Jesus? 3 times he said it. So was Peter perfect? Peter wasn't perfect. None of us are perfect. Jesus wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The person sitting next to you isn't perfect. And whoever you're having your disagreement with, they aren't perfect either. The vacillating allegiance of Peter to Jesus illustrates the growth of faith in one who has not developed this faculty. Faith is built up through denials. We don't like denials, do we? We want to go right to the affirmations. I affirm all the good. But we don't want to deny the power that things have over us. When I deny that power, it clears the way for the affirmation to come through. Jesus didn't claim an exclusive spiritual power of faith, which we usually credit to him. He had explored the ether energy, which he called the kingdom of heavens. His understanding was beyond that of an average man. However, he knew and said that other people could do what he did if they had faith. He encouraged his followers to take him as a pattern for faith and to use thoughts and words. And now we move on to healing. Healing is restoring to our original purity or integrity. The first step in all spiritual healing is to believe or have faith. And the next step is the openness and the receptivity to the stream of healing life. Through the exercises of faith and our words, Our spiritual quality is fused with unity, with the power of Christ, and the work is marvelously accomplished. All healing is based on mental cleansing. When the mind is free from error thoughts, harmony in the body ensues. My gallbladder settled down with some probiotics and some time in Myrtle's garden at the village. There's a little rose garden right in the center of Unity Village, and it's called Myrtle's Garden. There's roses all over it. And I went in there and I put a myrtle on it. I prayed and said, I have the faith that I can be healed from this. Jesus was a true healer, and when he cast out the error that caused the condition, he said, sin no more, lest a worse thing befall thee. So if you go back to that old thinking, you try to work on this, and then you go back to that old thinking, what do you think is going to happen? Sin is error thinking. He said, sin no more. The thing was caused by sin. Thus, the true way to heal is find the mental cause and destroy it forever. Health is abiding, eternal, and unchangeable. Wholeness is our birthright. Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder, demonstrated through her health challenges that spiritual practices of daily prayer and meditation were a key component of her healing journey. Through a conscious communion of the divine mind, the source of life, our perfect idea of wholeness is realized as health in the body. And when we realize health in the body and we wake up and our gallbladder isn't hurting us and our back seems to be fine and everything seems to be good, do we stop and say, thank you, God, for this magnificent body? Or do we go back to our old way of thinking, taking our body for granted, saying, oh, it's supposed to do that? What you're grateful for increases. There's a healing prayer from Silent Unity in the book, Power to Heal. The healing power of God flows through my body. I am whole as I attune to the animating power of God life. I claim life is my life. Releasing thoughts that lead toward worry or doubt, I claim innate vitality and wholeness. I am one with life. I heal as I realize my natural state of being is well-being. I heal in this moment of silence. So I have books for everybody, and I want you to, we get these books from Unity Worldwide headquarters, but I'd like you to consider as you're coming up doing your love offerings today, when we do booklets and stuff like this, if you could put a little bit extra in those love offerings to cover the costs. Unity Worldwide headquarters gives them to us for free, but we pay for shipping. And we don't just give them for free because I sit on the board. Remember, your power is a power, and faith works with it. Namaste.